lifting up so I'm not pressing down onto the table, protecting her joints. As we get into these smaller jointed areas, it's very important that you're mindful of that. And since I know that she wants to hold, I don't hold it way up here, I just put it down here so she can. Yeah, relax. Do not be afraid to work the pecs.
Oh, that feels pretty great.
What are you doing?
Muscle stripping the pecs.
Oh.
I won't expose you, I promise. I'm just.
I believe in you.
So, what I'm doing here, this we'll all learn today. It's a slightly advanced move, but I have faith in you. I reach underneath, so I have her shoulder popping up, very similar to when we popped up the scapula, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I grasp her hand here so that she just relaxes. I use this almost as a fulcrum. So I'm popping up that shoulder, and then I muscle strip in the pecs. Up against, you can do it in sections up against the clavicle there, and just kind of work it down. Now, this is painful on a lot of people. So work within their realm of comfort. And she's allowing me to get rather deep in there, but what it does is it gets, and if this is too much, do fingers, do 4 fingers, and it's a little more spread out. But then you can get in here and open up all those pecs without, then you know exactly where your line is at. So then you don't have to have that awkward, how am I gonna work the pecs there? Another way to get into the pecs is just to even do a pin and stretch. So you're coming in and you're doing a compression on the shoulder. Also be careful though that you're not just leaning into their shoulders. You're just engaging and getting it to kind of stretch a little bit, okay? And then you can even do just a compression into the rib cage. Or
When you were pressing on the shoulders, were you pressing down or
I'm
out?
doing straight down. So what I'm doing is kind of getting in here, I just cup and I just lean a little bit. It's not a lot of pressure because I don't want to lean in there if she has any hypermobility or any issues. You don't want to separate any collarbones. Oh, I have a horrific story this year. First game, kid broke his collarbone, broke it. So all I'm doing is stretching into those pec muscles there. Now, for some people, this is a very painful spot, so just always make sure that you're checking in and she's not wincing terribly.
Is that pec major?
I like the friction along the clavicle there, collarbone, getting into scalenes a little bit. Now, as we learned, the carotid artery is also in here. Be mindful of that. We don't need anybody passing out.
So that's probably one of the main reasons why when we're doing clavicle, we always are underneath.
Not that you can't work the scalenes, because you
Right.
can, but just be aware, if it has a pulse, you should back off. Well, it's no different than when you go into the psoas. There's an artery that runs down through there also, and if you're pushing on it and it's thunk, 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 and you need to back off of it so that it doesn't.
It's not a muscle jumping at you.
If you're this low feeling, I was feeling for the SCM attachments, if you're this low, you don't really feel the pulse, but the muscle, I pushed the muscle onto the,
Gotcha.
and did it, so then I didn't feel the pulse.
Right,
So,
just the pain.
not so much pain as pass out.
Then to redrape the arm, let's not forget, I'm lifting up towards me, and then she just gently does it herself. Come on. How's that working for you, Pax, all right?
Good.